Yep, that's what it do. Let's play some Dominion. Dominion's pretty good, yeah? It's a pretty good game. What's over here? Spoils. Okay, spoils because of Bandit Camp. Nothing funny going on. It's 3-4 with the states. What's going on here? Attacks Oracle Scrying Pool. So, deck mucking. Trashing Forager. That's really good. Village with City and Bandit Camp. Draw Scrying Pool, Oracle, Wharf, Lab City. Plus buy Storeroom Wharf, all of the things. Yeah, big, huge, stinking engine. You got Village Wharf with City. It ways to empty piles. Tons of draw. You can overdraw the crap out of your deck and then Storeroom to get something out of that overdraw. Forager Fortress is here. You can actually use Forager as a pretty good payload as well. You can even enable harvests with your storeroom because that's totally worth it. By the way, not worth it. I mean, all of the enablers for harvest are here. Like you can enable like a deck of 4 unique cards, 4 unique action cards. Play all the harvests that you want, and then just like lap up the actions with the scrying pool at like basically no cost. Storeroom scrying pool, or like do you go for this wharf thing? Or I mean, of course you're gonna go from both, right? You can just get down to a deck of nothing but actions, and then like get a ton of villages in play, and then like discard your hand, and then with storeroom, and then draw it back up with scrying pool. I mean, that's just got to be way better, right? So how do you open? Like, I mean, you're getting 1 forager. Are you getting 2 foragers? Or do you get like a potion to go for pools, which honestly doesn't seem all that good early. Like, do you go for Wharf as your main source of draw, or do you go for Scrying Pool as your main source of draw? Because, like, you're going to end up with both of them. But, like, I'd really rather be using Scrying Pool as my payload. But, I mean, who are we kidding? The game's going to be so fast. Like, you could just go for Scrying Pools later and pick up, like, 1 every turn once you're drawing your deck with Wharves and you're thin with Forager. Like, you can just get a huge payload that way. Man, I feel like Wharf is going to help you build up faster. I want to go for Wharf early. And then I guess I'm not sure how many Wharves I want to actually get. So what does that mean that I open if I'm going for Wharf? Do I get Forager Silver? Because Silver is definitely not a card that I want. Oh, Manzies, like you have to hit 5 at some point, and like you have to have a plan to hit 5. Like you could just get a silver, and that's really gonna help you because like 1 wharf makes your life so much easier. But you really don't want the silver. Like if I'm gonna waste a buy on that, like oh man, if I go for pools, I'm just never gonna hit 5 anyway. That just seems really stinking sad. I mean, Potion Forager, that open seems pretty clear, but I don't open with the Potion, man. Storm isn't going to help me, Oracle maybe, but Silver just seems way better. Like, the Oracle doesn't even have a place in the deck I want to build, and the Silver helps me more immediately. Does it? Does the Silver help me more immediately than Oracle? Uh... Probably. Okay, this draw looks like it could be disastrous. I'm getting another Forager. You pick up this silver now. Okay, he did trash a copper, so that makes me very, very happy. Thank you for doing that. We have averted disaster here. We'll pick up a wharf, and now I think we're never buying any treasure cards ever again. Is this going to be a 3rd Forager, or is it going to be a storeroom? I don't have any villages. I want the storm in my deck eventually. No, thinning is winning so hard. Like, But storeroom. No, storeroom's just not very good yet. Yeah, give me the forager. Okay, I'll probably draw a forager dead. It's mildly annoying. And my wharf misses a shuffle, which is also mildly annoying, but hey, I think we can pick up a fortress here. Fortress is probably going to be good given my critical mass of foragers. Or is it time for the potion? Oh, mansies, I have just the one terminal in my deck. It even counts as a half a terminal. It's tough to justify getting the fortress now. The draw could be a big deal because, why? Because I don't have any storerooms yet and I don't have a fortress to make my forager into decent payload. Which is not going to be for a while. I should hit 4-bit before then eventually, right? Yeah, let's get the potion now. Okay, this is probably a really good draw. The ambitious Adam wants to get Wharf and Scrying Pool on this turn. Foragers are worth 1, so I can hit 5 potion. If I trash the Forager, I can get 6 potion, which doesn't help at all. So I think I just thin 2 coppers and pick up a Scrying Pool and probably another Forager, yeah? This is probably a $4 hand in this biz. Yeah, thinning is winning. That's why I got this Forager, so I could trash cards with it. Man, another Wharf is just so tempting. But Scrying Pool's got to be better at this point. And let's pick up another Forager. Forager can be drawn by pools. Here's a $4 hand. I will get the Fortress now. So I can use this Forager Fortress thing to have some temporary payload, and then I can get my storeroom online. Okay, so he's got 2 Scrying Pools. I think he's got 2 Foragers, yeah. He's thinned much less than me. I have 1 less estate than him. I think we have the same number of coppers. Okay, so now we've thinned roughly the same, yeah. He's gotten 2 estates out this turn, and I couldn't tell if he drew his deck that turn, but oh well, whatevs. Get out of here. Get out of here! That's what I like to see. Yeah, so we'll just do this thing, and we'll do this thing. We'll play this Wharf, probably draw some stuff dead. And let's just pick up another pool. I'd really like to get a storeroom soon, but I think the pool's still better right now. Hopefully I can draw my deck this turn, get it down to nothing but actions. You can draw your deck now. Let's see what your deck can do. So you've got 3 Scrying Pools, which is only 1 more than me. After this turn, which is the same turn, we'll both have a deck of nothing but actions, I think. So your payload is, oh, you still haven't thinned that much. And you get your storeroom. You have a single fortress. Okay, great. Get out of here. Let's think very carefully. What are these cards? There's a Scrying Pool in here. There's a silver in here. I believe there's 1 more copper. I think the move is, I mean, I'm going to be foraging Fortress at least once this turn, yeah? But do I do it twice before drawing? If I draw, what did I say was in there? Pool, copper, silver. So I'm not drawing everything. I'm probably drawing a treasure. I'm going to end up drawing a treasure anyway. So we're going to forage Fortress once and then play it. Because getting thin is a big priority right now for me. Okay. We managed to, yeah, and we definitely want to keep this, right? Because I can forage it and get a lot of money this turn. Buy like storeroom, pool, or something ridiculous. I definitely want this silver in the trash. Top decking a copper is actually kind of, it's okay. It's not the best. Makes my pools better, makes it less likely for me to draw a pool. Anyway, I definitely want this. You can keep your silver. Yeah. So the one fortress is still enough. I can play a wharf as terminal draw. I would like a second one, but there's just things that are more important. It's probably just pool storeroom. Storeroom's really, really going to help. I can discard my foragers and redraw them for $4. There goes the dog. Something must have happened in front of the house. See, like, here's the thing. I probably don't need the pool to draw my deck next turn. So, like, I'm thinking of making a tactical play where I get, like, storeroom and, I don't know, maybe another potion or something just to up the value of my foragers. I have way more than he does. That way I can sell the potion next turn and get my wharf in play and potentially have some more draw. Man, there's still a lot of options for Payload to go to from here. And I thought the path would be clear by this point, but it's definitely not. Like, you can just forage a million fortresses that you draw with your scrying pool, and then just put some more treasures in the trash. You can get your foragers up to $5 because of spoils. It's going to happen before the end of the game, and if I can win the forager split, like, I just have an enormous payload right there with great pile control. But then you can still go for this storeroom scrying pool business. And, like, maybe you want them both, right? I mean, you can. There's no reason you can't have them both, other than, like, I have to decide which one I want to go for first. And see, like, if I get this scrying pool storeroom thing, I get $4 on my next turn. So, like, I'm looking at 11 potion. But if I can get more foragers, I'm still only looking at $4 on my next turn. The scrying pool's a better card. So I can do, like, scrying pool, storeroom, period. Yeah, I guess that has to be the move for now. I'm a little worried about timing out at this point. I only have one fortress, though. I think I have a problem. I may not get my full $4 out of a storeroom this turn. I mean, I still could, but I might not, depending on my draw. No, I should be able to. I should even be able to get more, right? I can discard Fortress and Wharf and 4 Foragers, or not Fortress, but Wharf and 4 Foragers, and redraw that. There's a lot of chat, and, like, that's really great, but this game requires a lot of focus, so I honestly haven't been keeping up with it. Sorry, guys. But I see Wandering Winter and Leopold, Dr. Steelhammer, Sir Degan, like, tons of awesome people with, like, tons of chat, and, like, that's super useful. So thank you for chatting, by the way. Okay, so he picks up his third forager. We're hopefully going to draw our deck here using only like 1 or 2 scrying pools. That's the aim. Hey, look at that, we did it. So we need to play this fortress next, right? That has to happen. Then I'm going to draw the storeroom. So this is super good. This is like an ideal draw, almost. Well, it functions the same as an ideal draw. So now we can discard with the storeroom. And get some money that way before we do anything else. Let's discard this. This card is like the worst card in my deck. Who wants that? That's funny because, you know. Now, I don't get the full complement out of my foragers this turn, but I have a decent storeroom payload, so I just need to make sure I pick up another fortress this turn. Now, the question is, do I want to trash the potion this turn? I think I probably want one more scrying pool. So I don't think I want to trash it this turn. I could trash the wharf. I mean, the wharf has definitely didn't want to discard both my pools there. I didn't see what happened. Sorry. We're going to thin this copper and then have 8. 8 is enough for Fortress Forager. If I forage potion, that's effectively $4 more. I could just buy the potion back, but it puts a potion in the trash, which I kind of want. So I should probably forage the potion anyway. But then I don't get to buy a scrying pool this turn, but he can only get one next turn. I don't need the scrying pool this turn. So foraging the potion seems pretty good. I think I want a potion in my deck, though. Once the scrying pools run out, like, you threaten this estate pile out by getting more foragers. I really like to hit 10 this turn, and I can do that. If I forge the potion, I need to hit 14. I could do that potentially, though, if I forage this wharf. Seems pretty good. Then I could get double forager. Oh, man. Wharf has got to be a better card than this potion crap. Potion, forager, fortress. So he discarded my potion. Okay, he's already done some storeroom shenanigans. He can have a pretty good turn this turn. He's now totally thin. He has just the storeroom. So this looks like He's just got a bunch of pools in his deck. He should have one more forager he can play, right? Yeah, he has a fortress he can trash with it. Okay, fine. Now he's going to play these to continue to attack for whatever reason. I mean, there's a reason, obviously, but, you know. And yeah, he just needs to empty the foragers. And more fortresses. That seems a little weird. So I might be able to end the game. So there's another scrying pool in here. These cards are Fortress, Scrying Pool, and I don't know, something else. Forager, probably. I don't think I have the buys to end it this turn on a win. Wait, yes I do. Fortress is a pile, right? Estate, Scrying Pool, 4 fortresses, if I can get that much money. I can only storeroom once, Overdraw doesn't help me, so let's just play another Scrying Pool, because I've got another one in here. Yeah, that doesn't draw cards. We need to put that back for him. I should have enough to end it, right? This should happen. Yeah? Yeah, I have tons of money. This costs 20 in a potion. Yeah, I'm gonna get there. So, big mistake on his part, emptying the fortresses. Yeah. Let's count this again. You got 16 here, 20 in a potion. Yeah, that's a thing. Let's win. Yeah. Man, I thought after playing that game it would be clear what the best thing was, but it's still just not clear. I really like not opening potion. But still, like, what payload is going to be best for you? That's not clear. I mean, on turn 12, like, you could really start to grow your deck, right? You can just start picking up, like, foragers for money, and then, like, get multiple storerooms. Now, that comes down to scrying pool split, obviously, because the storeroom part of your payload is limited in that way, but you can build that really without any cost. You can build that part of your payload, because you can just get more money by discarding more action cards to your storeroom. So, like, that could still be pretty competitive. Now, a Wharf Engine also could be pretty fast. Like, a Wharf Engine would have a big lead by this point, but, like, if I wasn't aiming for piles, I could have had a turn there where, like, I got the Foragers to be more valuable, or I could... And this, oh man, it's really tough. I'm not convinced that this is better than going for Wharf as your main source of draw and an alternate payload. Like Forager Fortress, like if your opponent goes into the effort to make that good, like all you have to do is contest the Foragers and then you benefit almost as much. And I think the pace might be worth it. Huh.